So I want to talk about diaphragm breathing.
I don't hear.
Diaphragm breathing. All right? You know, when you're anxious, there are ways to calm that. And also, diaphragm breathing is the best to strengthen the diaphragm muscle. It's a dome-shaped muscle that's about right here. And when you inhale and allow your belly to expand, it flattens and pushes down and fills up the lungs. And then when you blow out, it comes back up as you pull in your stomach and push it out. The thing that makes this diaphragm breathing is you don't move any of this. So I want you to put one hand on your chest and one hand right down here on your belly, where your belly would come out when you breathe. Relax your shoulders. Now inhale through your nose and let your belly come out. And just imagine that diaphragm flattening and the whole lung cage filling. Exhale and push your belly in, and that's lifting the diaphragm back up to its dome shape and pushing all that carbon monoxide out. Or dioxide, whatever it is. Dioxide, thank you.
Yeah.
So now just close your eyes so you can put your awareness on this. Keep your upper chest still and just allow your diaphragm to exercise. Inhale, let your belly come out. Exhale, push it in. Pull it back toward your spine. 2 more. You did it. Remember your diaphragm breathing. Now with your chin along your chest, rotate your chin up towards your left shoulder so that your left ear is toward the sky. With each out breath, let it sink into the stretch. Inhale, and exhale, let your chin fall down past midline and up towards your right shoulder with your right ear toward the sky. Inhale, exhale, take your chin back to center. Take a breath. Keep your chin tucked and inhale while you lift your head and then release your chin. Roll your shoulders. And now settle your shoulders and your chest. And let your left ear go towards your left shoulder. Pull your chin in. And breathe and release. Inhale. Exhale, bring your head up all the way to midline and take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Keep your chin pulled in and breathe and release. upper body. So we're going to move from your neck to your thoracic spine. Bring your hands like this. This seems to be easier. Try to keep your elbows up. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn your head and pull your left elbow back. Keep your hips right where they are. Just twisting your upper back. Sink into it. Let your hips sink into the chair. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center, all the way through center, and go to the other side. Turn your head with it. Sink your hips down. Release your shoulders. And breathe. And let your arms down and roll your shoulders. Now we've twisted the upper back. Now we're going to bend and extend it. So bring your arms forward. Remember, you're keeping your pelvis stable. Your knees don't move, your hips don't move. Inhale and arch your upper back and look up and extend your neck. Exhale, bring your arms forward, rounded, drop your head and push your upper back, spreading your shoulder blades. Inhale up again, arch, look up. Exhale, round, push back, drop your head. Come to center, let your arms down. Now we're going to mobilize your lumbar spine. So you're in a good position to do it. But now we're going to try to keep all of this still and just roll back onto our sacrum, straightening your lumbar spine, and then roll up forward past your sit bones and arch your low back. Roll back. Just think of those big lumbar spine bones saying, "Oh, thank you. You're giving me some oil in these joints." Don't you wish you could just stick a can in there and oil them? And roll back.
Lord knows.
And then come to neutral. And take a breath. Now I want to warm up our legs before we stand up. So let's use both sides of our brain again. Remember how we did walking in a chair last time? So drop your arms at your side. And you're going to extend your left knee with your right arm forward. And then you're going to switch at the same time. Keep focused or you'll start lifting the same arm and leg. Because your brain doesn't want to cross. It went up. There you go. Keep going. The further you go, the sooner you'll mess up. So keep going until you mess up. Oh, same arm and leg, fix it. Good. One more. And rest. Okay, now that we did the knees, now we're going to mobilize the hips a little bit. I call this running in a chair. Come a little closer on your seat. And what you're going to do is you're going to incorporate everything. You're going to flex the hip without extending the knee. When you come up, your leg will want to do this. Don't let it, because we want flexion. And then you're going to reach over with that other elbow while you twist around like you're running and hit your knee like this. Ready? Opposite knee and elbow. Twist your body. Look behind you. That's it. Try to touch it. Your brain likes to feel that touch. One more. You got it. Okay. Take a breath. Now we're going to stand up, but first we're going to work our thighs a little bit. Come to the front edge of your chair like we were going to do chair pose, but don't worry about your arms. What I want you to try to do is shift your weight from your butt to your feet, but only coming off the chair about this much and holding it for a breath. Ready? Shift, breathe. Oh, I left You don't have to bring your arms up. Reach back, sit down. I was going to make it easier. Let's try it again. Just don't worry about your arms. Just try to get your weight to your feet and your bottom up without standing. Inhale and move on the exhale. That's it. And sit back down. Now at home, when you're getting up out of a chair and you've got room, you can do this. So we're going to come up again, just stop and take a breath while we're hovering, and then push ourselves on up to standing. Ready? Inhale, shift, take a breath, push your feet into the floor, come up, reach up, stretch up, look at the sky, and exhale down. Very good. Let's do a little twist. Let your arms slap your hips. Let your knees move. Turn your whole body. And come back to center. Now keep all this straight. And see what it feels like just to rotate your upper body. So twist. You won't go as far. Keep your pelvis steady. Turn your head. And come back to center. Now while we're standing, let's practice posture. Go to your feet. Feel your feet. First thing is, do you notice you have your weight more on the back of your foot or the ball of your foot? That's probably what you do habitually and don't know it. So put it in the middle. Equal weight, left and right, front and back. Now pull the tops of your thighs back. That keeps your low back in a tiny arch. Drop your arms. Now pull your shoulder blades down and in. Pull your chin in. Now soften your knees, but don't lose your posture. And breathe. And you can stand in line for a while in good posture, comfortably. Okay, let's get the chair. Put the chair in front of you like this. Let's do lunge first. Stretch those hips. Bring your right foot forward and your left foot back. Hands to the chair. Bend your front knee and then push that back foot down until you can lower your hips and stretch that hip. And then try to balance there. Or not. Hold it and breathe. Hands back to the chair. Let's go through plank. Take the front foot back. Lower your heels. Lower your hips. Look up. Take a breath. Pull your belly in. This is core work. Lift your hips. Spread your feet apart. Push your hips behind your feet and give yourself a low back stretch. Ears between your upper arms. Come up and bring your left foot forward. Leave your right foot back. Bring the knee to the chair. Lunge. Balance. Get as vertical as you can without feeling like you're pulling your back too far. Hands to the chair, feet to home position. Bend your knees and lift your sit bones so your low back is arched, and then straighten your knees without losing the arch in your back, and lean on the chair and breathe. Shift your weight from your hands to your feet. Bend your knees, drop your arms, push your feet into the floor, and come up. Reach up. Stretch up. Exhale. Now let's do bird dog, but instead of hands and knees, we'll do hands and feet. So bring your hands to the chair and have your feet back about so that they're under your hips. And first, we'll just work your core. Let's bring your right knee up towards your nose. Bring your nose down to your knee, and then push that leg back and look up. We'll do another one. Bring your knee in. You inhale as you push back, and exhale as you pull in. Set that foot down. Take a breath. Now your left leg. Inhale and exhale, pull your knee to your nose. Inhale, push it back and look up. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, push it back. And set that foot down. Now bring your right foot a little more toward the center and closer to the chair. And reach your left foot back. Put your right hand on the back of the chair. Don't look all the way up. That's too much for your neck. Look about 4 feet ahead of you. Now can you lift that arm off the back of the chair? Lean on your left hand for balance. Breathe. And then hand to the chair, foot to the ground, push back, lower your hips, and come up and straighten everything out. Let's do the other side. Hands to the chair. Now bring your left foot toward the center and reach your right foot back. Lift your left arm toward the back of the chair. And then if you can, reach off the back of the chair and balance in bird dog. Pull your belly in. You feel your glute on that extended leg squeeze, hold. And then hand back to the chair, foot to the ground. Bend your knees and bring yourself up slowly. Reach up, stretch up, and exhale. We want to do a bridge, but we're going to have to turn the chair around to do it. So this is another core strengthener. So let's bring your chair back to the back of your mat. We'll take a little sitting exercise break. But let's come into it from chair pose. So put your legs right against the chair. And I can just see all of you practicing this when you're sitting down at the kitchen table. You just put your knees to the back. You bring your arms shoulder height. And then you just put your butt back and bend your knees until you hit the chair. Ta-da! Ta-da! I mean, nobody fell. Okay, so bridge, we're going to bring your feet a little further forward and your hips about the middle of the chair, and then you hang on to the back of the chair like this. What I want you to be aware of is as we push our butt forward and lift it, notice if you have equal weight on your left and right arms and your left and right foot, because your strong side will take over. And let's try to keep it equal. So you inhale and exhale, push forward, slide off the chair and lift your bottom and just bring your head to neutral. Don't lean way back. Hold it. Let your feet sink into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, start pulling your bottom back. Bend your hips and slide onto the chair. And take a breath. Do you feel like you held your breath at any point during that? Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to help you with your breath a little more now. So we're going to inhale, exhale as we move up. Hold it for a breath, and then I'll say inhale, and we'll exhale as we come back down. Inhale, exhale up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale back down. Pull your hips back, hips back. Nice. Take a breath. We'll stand back up again, and I can see you standing from your kitchen chair. Come forward on your seat and bring your arms down and just push your feet into the floor and stand up. Puts all the work on your legs and takes it off your hips. Let's bring your chairs like this again. The seat facing you. Helen. Okay, so we're going to do Warrior 2 in my new way. Everybody face this way and have your feet apart with your toes forward or a little bit turned in, not out. All right, so you're going to rotate your front foot, rotate on the heel as far as you can turn your front foot forward. Don't turn your body. Turn this foot toward me, your front foot, Helen, forward. Your left foot, turn it forward. Yes. All right. Now we're all facing that way. Bring your arms up. Now, keep your pelvis level and bend your front knee. Don't let your pelvis tilt. Look out over your front arm. You're in Warrior 2. Hold it and breathe. Inhale, extend the front knee. Exhale, lower your arms. Take a breath. It's easy to tilt your pelvis up. Keep it level, facing this direction. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your front knee. Inhale, look out over your front arm. Inhale, straighten your knee. Exhale, lower your arms. Walk your feet together. And let's go the other way. Turn that way. So you're facing that way, straight on with your legs abducted. Your hips are not rotated. Your legs are abducted. Now just pivot the heel of your front foot forward without letting your pelvis turn or twist. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your front knee, keeping it over your foot. I don't know if we're on an inhale. Look out over your front arm. Exhale, straighten your knee. Inhale, drop your arm. Take a breath. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, bend your knee. Look out over your front arm. Inhale, straighten your knee. Exhale, drop your arm. Bring your feet forward and walk your feet together. And come forward. Now we're going to do the same thing, only make it a triangle. So again, let's go that way. Feet apart. Your pelvis is level. You're going to keep all that just the same while you pivot on your front heel and turn that front foot out. The back toes are forward or in a little bit. Bring your arms out to T. Now, you're going to push your pelvis back just a little bit as you feel like somebody's pulling your front arm forward, stretching your trunk, and then bring your hand down to the chair and the other arm up and look up at that sky. Triangle. Hold it. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Push into your feet. Use your legs and bring yourself up. And then let your arms down. Let's do it again. We got our feet right where they need to be. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, push your pelvis back just a little, and then bring your arms forward, and then go into triangle. Hold it and breathe. Push into your feet, and come back up, and drop your arms, and walk your feet together, and go the other way. Legs apart. Your feet are pointing forward or a little bit in on the back. Keep your pelvis forward and pivot your front foot forward. Arms out to T. Pull your pelvis back a little. Your front arm forward, stretching your trunk. Inhale and exhale, come into triangle. Look up, stretch up. Wow, we don't see that inside. Inhale, exhale, push it to your feet, come back up, and then drop your arms. Take a breath. We'll do one more. Inhale, arms up. Pull that hip back and your arms forward. Inhale. Exhale, come into triangle. Look up. Hold it and breathe. Push into your feet. Come back up. Drop your arms. Turn your feet forward and try hopping your feet together. Come forward. Okay, now let's do Warrior 3. In Warrior 3, I would like for you to turn your chair back this way. And then I want you, before we go into this pose, I want you to find out how far you need to be if your arms are fully extended and your feet are under your hips. Okay. Come up. We'll have to see if we got this in the right spot. Center your right foot more centered than like that. And then you're going just to take your left foot. Both legs are straight. This is, we're going to practice the balance. We did this the other day. You're just going to bring that toe back and try to balance without leaning forward. You just got your toe on the ground. It's hard. If you can, try to just get that toe to hover right off the ground without leaning forward. You want to keep all of this straight. Hold it and breathe. Don't let your eyes move off of something that's not moving. Now what you're going to do is start lifting that leg while you reach for the chair. Get a hold of it with the opposite hand. And that's good. Now you can bring your other arm forward. Is it possible for you to let go and bring this arm forward? If not, keep one arm down. Both hands to the chair. Step forward and come up straight. Take a breath. All right, go back again, and now we'll stand on the other leg. So get yourself so that your arms are stretched, and then come up. Be as straight as you can to keep you from throwing your weight off. Keep both legs straight and just take that right foot back. Knee is straight. And you don't let your pelvis turn. You keep your pelvis forward and just touch your toe back there. You're not trying to do this. Okay, so we'll try this for a little bit. Trying to get your toe to hover off the ground. Yeah, and it's okay if it touches. Now start coming forward and reach with the opposite hand to the chair. Both hands if you need it. Lift that leg. Don't let your pelvis twist. It's okay if your foot just comes a foot off the floor. Now can you reach your left arm forward? This is like the bird dog we did in a lower position. Making it Warrior 3 by lifting both hands up. Hold it and breathe. Hands in the chair. Feet to home position. And then do a little swing. And let your knees bend. And let your hips move. And then come back. Okay. So now we need to go to the floor. So I'd like for us to get the chair enough out of the way that you have room for your legs to move in front of it. We don't have to worry about the sun today. So lay down on your back. I'm going to stay standing until you get down, so make sure you can all hear me. Lay on your back. Oh my gosh, can you guys see the sky? Stretch and give yourself a long body stretch. Now stretch the right side, foot and fingers away from each other. Try to hold that and relax the left side. Belly breathe. Relax everything. Stretch the left side. Fingers and feet away from each other. Hold it and relax the right side. Relax everything. Bring your arms at your side. Bend your knees and put your feet on the ground. And we'll do cat and dog from this position. So push back on your low back till your low back pushes into the floor and your pelvis moves back. And then roll onto your sacrum and arch your low back, moving your pelvis forward. Roll back. Try to put inhale with the extension as you're coming up, and exhale when you push your back down. One more. And stop and take a breath. Now cross your left ankle on your right knee. And then pull that right foot back as far as you can. If you can, reach between your legs and pull that right knee up towards the chest till you feel a stretch in your left hip. That's stretching that little piriformis muscle that hurts when you have sciatica. So stretch it. Keep it from pushing down on that nerve. Set your right foot back on the floor and let your left foot slide all the way over onto your knee. Take your arms out to T and roll to the right. All the way, and turn your head to the left. And sink into it. Inhale, and bring your knees back up the center. Uncross your legs. Right ankle on your left knee. Pull your foot up, your left foot up, and then pull your thigh against your chest until you feel a stretch in your right hip. Hold it and breathe. It's a good position to do this because your spine is fully supported and in line. And then set that left foot back on the floor and cross your knees completely. Arms back out to T and roll your legs to the left. head to the right. Inhale. Exhale, pull yourself back to center. Uncross your legs. And take a breath. Bring your arms overhead. Push into your feet and lift your hips. Arms at your side, knees to your chest. Arms overhead, push your feet to the sky, heels up. Arms to your side, feet lower to the floor slowly. Let's do that again. Arms overhead, push into your feet and lift your hips. Hold it for a breath. Arms to your side, knees to your chest. Arms overhead, feet to the sky, heels up. Arms to your side, lower your feet slowly to the floor. Relax. Bring your left knee into your chest and stretch your right leg long. Now push your left foot to the sky, arms out to T, and roll over onto your right hip and stretch that left leg across your body until the foot hits the floor. Keep rolling till the foot hits the floor. And if you can, turn your head a little bit to the left. And then release into it. Bend that left knee and roll back to your back. Both knees up. Get your hips centered again. Now pull your left knee in. No, that's not right. Pull your right knee in and stretch your left leg long. Push your right foot to the sky, arms out to T, and then roll over onto your left hip until that foot hits the ground. And then sink into it. Turn your head to the right if you can. Bend that right knee and roll back to your back. Straighten your hips. Bring your arms back to your side. And stretch out. Prepare for Shavasana. Come into stillness. Sink into your body and let your legs turn out. Let your arms turn out. Your palms up. Let your shoulders sink back into the ground. And allow your chest to be still while you inhale and let your belly rise. Letting your diaphragm release down. Now for 3 or 4 times before you move into complete stillness, try to inhale for a count of 4 and then exhale for a count of 4 while you push your belly down, squeezing the air out. Hold for a count of 2 and then inhale count of 4. Exhale, count to 4. Pushing down, all the way down. Hold for 1, 2. Inhale to count to 4. Continue on your own. Minutes of stillness left. Do your best to let everything be quiet, including your mind. Focus on your breath. Release your belly muscles. Gently out of your stillness. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bend your knees and set your feet on the floor. Roll to your side and take a breath on your side, your body's natural, neutral position. Then push yourself up to a comfortable sitting position so that we end class together. Do what we usually do. Say the sun verse with me if you like. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.